All right, welcome to the Tale of Two Beards podcast. I'm R.A.P.
And I'm Buddah.
Today we have Autamatik The Ruthless here with us. Now let's welcome our guest, an artist from BTB, Bring the Bars. Autamatik The Ruthless, how's it going?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Before we get started, introduce yourself to the fans and let them know where they could find your music.
I'm Autamatik The Ruthless. I'm out of Port Saint Lucie, Florida, originally from Queens, New York. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and all platforms.
All platforms, man. Just hitting it out of the park, hitting every single streaming platform available.
Just right across the board.
That's how you got to do it, man. So yeah, we're going to go to the first question in the interview. I'm curious, how did you come up with your name, Autamatik?
Actually, it's because I started spitting off the top, no writing. Like, that's how I started. And when I was at a studio down here, the first real studio I've ever been to, the engineer, this guy's Rob Zion, said to me, "Oh man, you spit that shit automatic." And from that moment on, I knew I should just be automatic. So I changed the spelling to give it a little bit uniqueness.
For sure, man.
That's awesome.
That's a dope story.
Yeah, that's awesome. Who would you say influenced you as an artist?
I would have to say, like, top people would have to be definitely Big L, Nas, let's see, KRS-One, Wu-Tang Clan, a lot of New York, because I'm New York, like that's what I grew up on. I grew up on, all that Nas, Puff Daddy and the Family album, all that stuff. A lot of influences that made me want to do this.
Definitely. I can sense that a lot.
Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with,
No, they ain't.
All right, I'll move on to the next question. So, if you had to pick one track of yours that you would say is your favorite, which one would it be?
Mine, out of all of them, honestly, would be Just Another Day.
Just Another Day, and why is that? Why is that one your favorite?
I don't know. It's a little more on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this album was meant to more be like an anthem, like I'm coming up, But I threw my little, digs in there.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I could relate to that. Like, as an artist, I totally feel like on the same page with you on something like that, where like my favorite song of mine would be something more personal, just because you have more of a connection into it. You poured a little bit more of yourself into it as opposed to another track you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fully agree with that.
Like, it's just, it's on a more of a personal level. Shit that I've been through, but putting in more metaphorical form.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you being a fan of reality shows, let's say you were offered to do a track with DJ Pauly D, how would you react to that?
I'm just being honest. Like, I've tried my bit in the techno thing, and it doesn't work out well for me. I've tried it, but it's not what I'm about.
No, personally, I probably wouldn't be too excited either. I'd be pumped at the offer, but I probably wouldn't jump on it either.
Yeah, just something I feel. I keep it 100. I'm not gonna do something I'm not comfortable with. Like, I get out of my comfort zone a lot. Don't get me wrong, but there's just some stuff I won't touch.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Well, for sure. Yeah, it's like a difference between like I notice you do get out of your comfort zone quite a bit, but then like pandering to other people is a completely different thing,
Yeah, it's like, we're independent artists for a reason, because we want to have control of what we're saying.
Exactly.
And be able to put out what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man. So yeah, my next question for you is, you said you were a fan of sports. So if you could be a professional athlete in only one sport, what would it be? Football? Why is that?
I played football all my life.
Nice. I even have to finish the question. You knew that right away.
No, he knew his answer. He was ready.
And it's one of my favorite sports. I've watched it since I was a kid. It's a family thing. Get
Nice.
together all games. I've played it on the streets, in school, everywhere.
What position did you play?
Wide receiver.
Nice. The running
Second
back.
string cornerback.
All right, and my next question for you is, what do you think your plans are for your future, like into music, going further?
Getting ready to drop this next album, man. Like, I won't do it probably till next October. I wanted to do at least one a year. And like I said, this is my first like official real album I've put out. Like I've never done anything like this. So I've been doing this for years and years and years, but never have pushed the promotion the way I have.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear some of that. Yeah.
And the way BTB Records has. Like King Canada, he helped with this whole album. He mixed and mastered and brought the raw recordings to life. So, it takes all different parts. It's like I said to them, BTB is like a clock. And everybody on the label is a gear to the clock to keep the clock running.
Definitely. I respect that. Shout out to BTB and King Canada for the help on that project.
Yeah, for sure, man. That was a dope project. I'm going to have to send it to you after Buddah so you could check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear some of that.
And then, me and you got something coming up very soon, so...
Oh, yeah. I'm just waiting to drop this. This is hot fire, man. I can't even hold it in my hands anymore. So
I gotta get you those last couple of tracks, which will be sometime this week. I just been shot up at work.
It's all good, man. Life gets at you sometimes,
Definitely.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next segment of our podcast. It's called Quiz the Wiz. So basically before the podcast, we contact our guest and we get them to give us 3 subjects that they think they're knowledgeable in. And we give them a little quiz and see how they do. All right. Are you ready for your quiz, Autamatik?
Yeah.
Awesome. So the 3 subjects that you had picked were TVs and movies, music, and sports.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So I'm going to hit you with the first question, all right? All right. So this is a TV and movies question. Which TV drama debuting in 1997 was the first TV show to ever use Google as a verb?
Ooh. In what, 97?
It debuted in 1997.
I don't know why I'm thinking ER. But I am.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's the only answer I can really think of. No.
So that wouldn't be the answer. The answer is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I was on the right year. That's the crazy part.
You were. That episode specifically aired on October of 2002.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Damn, that's a tough one. Ooh. I can't mean the other one is going to be much easier, so let's go.
Oh, definitely. This one's going to be a little bit easier for sure. It's another movie question. In the movie The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill?
Neo takes the blue pill, doesn't he? I could be wrong. I haven't watched it in so many years.
Is that your final answer, is the blue pill?
That's my final answer.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. Neo takes the red pill.
The red pill. I said the exact same thing with the blue pill, but I was like, it's a 50-50, right?
I thought it was don't take the red pill. That's why.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so we'll move on to the next question. So this is a music question. Whose 1993 New Year's Eve concert on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, remains the most attended free concert that ever took place?
Oh, wow. Wow. You got some old questions, too. 93. I was like, what, 5, 6? It was hip-hop, right?
This one is not a hip-hop. It wouldn't be a hip-hop guy.
Okay. So, wouldn't be a hip hop guy.
But it's
And what
the
year?
largest
93.
largest free concert that ever took place.
Is it Michael Jackson?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I had to be close in the genre at least.
The answer is Rod Stewart.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I had no clue what to guess to that one either. I got it way off.
I heard 93 and I thought Michael Jackson did like charity stuff back then a lot. So maybe it was him.
Yeah.
My question is going back to TV shows. In the TV show Rick and Morty, what was Beth's job?
Oh my God. That's sad that I don't know this right now. I watch that show religiously too. Why is this so hard to think of? Was she like a CIA agent in one episode or something? Like a secret agent? Some sort of, I don't know.
Is that your final answer, CIA agent?
Something like that, yeah. Police or whatever. I suck.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. Her actual profession is a horse surgeon.
Oh, wow.
She always wanted to be a real surgeon, but she was always a horse surgeon.
All right. Yeah, I really suck at this game. I'm never good at trivia. We know that already, right, R.A.P?
Well, it's hard too though when you get put on the spot, right? Because then you do know it, but it's like it's hard to access that specific thought or memory at the time, you know. So yeah, we're gonna move on to question number 5. This is a basketball question, sports.
Jesus, pick basketball.
Who is the silhouette on the NBA logo, and what was his nickname?
Now it's Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, but I'm not sure if I'm right here. It could be somebody old because you have also, it used to be Jerry West.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to go with Kobe Bryant, Black Mamba. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to give it to you because you named both of them, but it was Jerry West was the answer. They haven't switched it over to Kobe yet, I don't think.
They haven't? I
No,
thought
it's still...
did when he passed away.
I believe it's still Jerry West, and his nickname was Mr. Clutch.
Okay.
Mr. Clutch. All right, my next question is TV, but breaks into a music category. Okay. So who was the first person to win American Idol?
Oh, wasn't it Kelly Clarkson?
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
It was, in fact, Kelly Clarkson. You are correct.
Yay, too. I don't feel so bad now.
Kelly Clarkson. All right, so we'll move on to question number 7. This is a movie question. In 1990's film Dick Tracy, what were 5 of the only 7 colors used while making the film?
Yellow, black, red, white, gray. That's what I got so far. Yeah, yellow, black, white, gray, red, and red.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to give you 3. You got 3 out of 2. Or sorry, 3 out of 5 of the answers. So the answer would be red, black, yellow, green, and blue.
So I got at least I got some.
You did. Well, you got at least 50% of them.
All right, my next question goes back into the music category. What was Elvis Presley's first #1 hit in the United States?
Jailhouse Rock. That's my final answer.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. It was actually Heartbreak Hotel.
All right, so we'll move on to question number 9. This is another music question. Which country has the most metal bands per capita? Is it Finland, Sweden, Denmark, or Germany?
I would say Sweden. I know I'm probably incorrect, but we're going to go with Sweden.
The answer is Finland. They actually have 53.5 metal bands per 100,000 people that live there.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot of metal bands.
That is a lot of metal bands. My guess was Sweden as well. And then my final question is, what's the national summer sport of Canada?
Summer sport?
Yes.
I'm from Canada. I don't know. Hockey?
Is that your final answer for summer sport?
Definitely wrong, but yeah, that's my final answer.
The correct answer is lacrosse, which is basically the same thing as hockey, but no ice.
Yeah, hockey's our winter sport and lacrosse is our summer sport.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if hockey would go year round there. I know it's like where hockey comes from.
No, man, if you suck at hockey here, you go golfing during the summer. You don't fucking play hockey during the summer. All right, cool. So, how do you think you did 1 out of 10?
Horrible? I got some right, but there's a lot I missed. So, yeah, I did all right, I guess.
All right, so if we tally up the score, you got about... You got 5 points.
Hey, that's not bad.
It was, what was it, the one with the 7 colors really helped you out there. All right. So we're going to move on to our next segment of the show. It's called Do You Remember? Basically, we just sit back and reminisce a bit about random stuff. Usually we get a topic to start us off, and our topic today would be the Up in Smoke tour. If anybody's familiar with that.
If you ain't familiar with that,
Smoke tour.
Yeah, man. Dude, so I was reading up a few things about the Up in Smoke tour just to like brush up on it a little bit so I'm not completely stupid. And I actually had no idea before that it was supposed to be called the Boys in the Hood tour originally.
The Up in Smoke
that would have been a sick title.
The Up in Smoke tour was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. So,
yeah, I could definitely see like with their
totality of artists up on that damn stage.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I'm looking here, like it was headlined obviously with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, featuring Ice Cube, Eminem, Proof, Nate Dogg, Corrupt, D12, MC Ren, West Side Connection, Children of the Ghetto, Melman, The East Siders, Doggy's Angel, Devin the...
They even did a whole like crip walk contest on the stage. Ice Cube, Mac.
Yeah, I seen the video of Ice Cube doing it. That was dope. He's pretty fucking sick at doing the crip walk, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, that was probably because I remember watching back in the day. I had an obsession with watching concerts over YouTube, and I actually caught the Up in Smoke tour. They have the full thing on YouTube, and one of the parts that stuck out to me the most was when Dub C and Ice Cube made a little sea walk across the stage. That was like one part that stuck out to me the most.
Yeah, it was the biggest part to me too. I love that, and you know when Eminem bought the dolls on stage when he having that whole thing with ICP, like that's when the times of raps were crazy, bro.
Yeah, you're really not free to do what you wanted, but you know, still people did what they wanted.
Yeah, no, bro. It's not like today. It's not controlled the way it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at the lineup here too, and they did quite a few. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in their performance, they did quite a few tributes to Eazy-E, Big Pun, Biggie, Tupac.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I would have loved to see that.
Like, what? That was in 2001, so I was like 15, 16 years old.
Fuck, I don't even remember how old I was in 2001. I was like 4.
Not old enough to go to that concert, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. I was 4 years
To be
old.
honest with you, another good concert I went to was the Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, yeah, I could imagine. They're like, you could see like some artists when they do their music videos, you could see. Yeah, you could see like when they do their music videos, like their creativity is just like absolutely crazy, you know. And you could see.
That's just like Outkast. Like Outkast to me, they're so like just a unique type of band.
Definitely. I would have like that. That's another one I would love to go see. Is Outkast.
Never seen them, but I've seen like videos on their concerts and stuff.
Yeah. A few years ago, Tech Nine came to my city, and I got to see Tech Nine live, and that was a pretty awesome performance. You know, just seeing how involved the crowd was, and you know how hyped everyone got when he came out on stage.
I can't believe that shit he just did with The Rock.
I know. We were talking about that in the last episode.
Yeah, it was that was pretty intense. We were talking about that. It was yeah. Well, we got the other guy's opinion, so we might as well ask you. Do you think that The Rock wrote his own verse and got some pointers on it, or do you think Tech Nine wrote the verse for him?
I don't know, because if Tech Nine wrote it, it wouldn't be so simple as it was. It was very simple.
That was my argument as well.
Like back in, like he would have wrote that back in the day when he was still in the WWE Attitude Era. Like, you ever heard the Method Man? What's the song he did for The Rock on the one of those WWE volumes back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay, you listen to Meth's verse. It's just like, if you're gonna have Tech Nine write it, it's not gonna sound like that. That shit sound like nursery rhyme, Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, yeah, and a point that I had brought up too.
I would feel like if anybody wrote for him, it had to be Cena, because it sounded just like John Cena.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like that same bravado style, aggressive. I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like you could tell that like with Tech Nine, when he raps and stuff, it's extremely like intricate with the syllables and all the breakdowns and stuff like that. So like you could tell when The Rock was rapping, there was no intricacy in any of the syllables. There was no breakdowns like how Tech Nine would rap at all.
It was a sick song regardless, though. I still stand by that. Like, I still dig the whole track.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's still a good song. And like we were mentioning before, all of the people on the song, like they all bring such a nice like hype vibe. Like I still, again, I'm going to say like The Rock, like separate from the other three, because the other three brought like a fast pace, in your face, like let's go kind of vibe. Their metaphors were intense, and then The Rock kind of like slowed it down a little bit, I find. But yeah, definitely. Still, it's dope that he's on the song. Just didn't match the intensity of the entire track, you know. Definitely a dope track. I'm gonna say that I've listened to it at least like 50 times since it's come out. Like the energy from, like I said, the other artists is just really infectious.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it had the energy of The Rock. You know, it's a Rock. Like, it's Dwayne Johnson, bro. There's going to be the energy there. He did good on that rap he did in Moana, and he wrote that himself.
Yeah, and yeah, like there's a reason why they call him the most electrifying person, you know, like it's not something that just he pulled out of his ass, like it's what he is.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, it was just something it seemed like something he just threw together for the hell of it. He wanted to try it out. Why not take a chance? That's it.
Yeah, I found it hilarious. So when I was watching
Yeah, it's nice to see other people getting into it, especially people like The Rock. I'd love to see Cena come back out. Honestly,
Yeah, I that's a little bit debatable for me because I find like he's fucking super corny in some aspects. Like
he's
I do.
supposed to be though.
Yeah, I know that's what his niche is, but like doesn't do it for me, man.
I agree with you. Like even in movies, I'm like, oh, Cena's in it. Oh no, oh.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me with the new Fast and Furious. I'm like, oh, Cena's in it. I don't know about this.
Yeah.
He ruined his acting career for me when he did the first Marine. It was that horrible.
Oh my god.
I actually seen a movie with John Cena the other day. Vacation Friends, and it actually was pretty.
He's good
It was
as a
pretty
comedian because he's
exactly.
Good.
100%. That's where I agree. He's good as a comedic actor.
Well, you guys seen his role on that movie with Amy Schumer, a train wreck
Oh yeah,
or whatever?
I'm gonna fuck you, son. I'm gonna fuck you. Hey!
Yeah, and then he gets in the argument with the guy in the movie theater, and it's like the stupidest argument. Oh man, yeah, it's he's definitely more of a comedian. I don't really take him in like serious stuff because as soon as he puts that like serious cap on, the serious role, unfortunately he's just like another kind of meathead to me, like I don't find he's not like The Rock. Like I said, like The Rock is electrifying, right? So like he has a presence about him, so when you see him in like a serious role, like he commands it. And John Cena, I feel like he's just more of like a muscly funny guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He can play that role very well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he's funny. He's fucking hilarious. When it comes to the action flicks, he's too stiff. First of all, he's not loose enough to play those roles.
No.
He looks like a goddamn statue.
No, I agree with that.
Try finding a stunt double the same size as John Cena. Go put him on the movie. You know what I mean?
Well, he has a really weird build. He has like a huge upper body, but then like really tiny legs.
Yeah, action figure body.
Exactly.
He's an exact replica of an action figure.
No, he really is.
No, that's why he was perfect in Suicide Squad.
Which one? The first one?
No, the second one. He's in the second one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you must.
I don't know, man. I wasn't like super keen on watching any of the Suicide Squads because of all of the hype and stuff around them.
The new one wasn't bad. Cena wasn't actually that bad in that. I'll give him that. Wasn't that bad. The best character in there to me was King Shark. But
King Shark's the best, 100%.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
I'm in the middle of finishing that Sopranos movie. It's really freaking good.
I really want to watch that, but I want to rewatch Sopranos first because I only watched a few episodes here and there, and I never really got into the story.
That's what I did. I rewatched the whole series before it came out on the first.
No, I definitely want to do that.
How many seasons does The Sopranos have?
6.
I can crush that out in like a week.
I've seen a few episodes, yeah.
Have y'all ever seen it?
I've seen a few episodes here and there, yeah.
Yeah, same. Honestly, like Sopranos was always a show. I've never like just went and like, I'm gonna watch The Sopranos. But whenever I was in a hotel room, The Sopranos was always on for some reason. You go to a hotel room and then you have a dresser drawer with a Bible in it, and The Sopranos playing on the TV every time.
Yeah, Sopranos are Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
I show you the new track I was working on, bro.
Yeah, man, I love that, dude. The video is sick too.
Well, the video is going to change because I actually am going to do like a real video to it now that I just got a green screen. So, because I'm doing that dynamic Cypher 9. I'm playing Ghostface in it, so I had to do a whole rap about the Scream movies. and I'm gonna do it in front of the green screen with the mask on and everything. I'm gonna get that done tonight and tomorrow morning, so I can get it off to him, and then he's gonna edit all the green screen out and put me in backgrounds and shit. So it's gonna be different.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be
And
sick.
that's what I want to do with that Mafia one I showed you, bro. Like about all the Mafia TV shows and movies, I'm gonna be like walking through dark alleys in Italy and shit.
That's dope, man. That's a really dope concept for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I love concepts. Like I just did another track with that guy Dynamic. He had this open verse for this Pennywise song, and I hopped on that, and we're about to finish that too.
Sick.
Lots of projects on the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Halloween's my favorite time of the year, so whatever Halloween I can hop on, I'm hopping on.
All right. So we're going to move on to our next segment of the podcast. This is basically called This Guy. So this is our top 5 just stupid stories, stupid stuff that people have done either recently or in the past that we just like to bring up so that they can never forget about it, kind of thing, you know?
Okay.
So we'll start off with number 5. Number 5 would be Zac Efron. Everybody's obviously familiar with this guy. So he was in the movie The Lorax, right? And when the Lorax premiered on the red carpet, Zac Efron was there for the premiere. He's taking photos with everybody. So he had this one instance where he had his hand in his pocket and he was kind of waving over at somebody. And he pulled his hand out of his pocket and a condom fell out of his pocket and fell right on the red carpet at the Lorax premiere. All right. So not only did he go and he just picked up the condom like nothing happened, he put it back in his pocket and then he played it off as a message of safe sex to kids.
That's great.
Yeah, because isn't the Lorax a kids movie?
Yep.
But let me tell you something. These days, you got kids, your 5-year-olds are learning about condoms and sex in like freaking first grade now.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's true.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just think you shouldn't be bringing condoms to a kids premiere. Like, why? What?
He's smart though, the way he played that off. No, I'm just trying to teach him about safe sex.
Oh yeah, it was a good recovery, but
make sure to wear a Jimmy, you know. All right, so we're gonna move on to number 4. So number 4 is Robin Thicke. So I just had to bring this guy up again, because he had like kind of like a falling into this abyss of just sadness, I guess. So in 2013, he released the song "Blurred Lines," which everybody knows. Got major backlash because of how sexist it was, apparently, in the video. So that began his like inevitable spiral into no longer being in our lives very much. Not only that, he was at a show with his wife present, and he was taking a picture with a fan. He got caught on camera grabbing this fan's ass, just straight up, the whole palm. All right. 2014, the year after, Paula Patton, his wife, divorces him. So he decided to release an album named Paula to try to get her back. And it didn't work. So not only did you publicly just put yourself out there, your heart and soul, but your wife just doesn't want you back, my friend.
That's like Tony Romo and Simpson.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's why that man couldn't win a Super Bowl that year. He got devastated. Nothing to do with that.
Poor Robin Thicke.
I just like a straight up spiral. It's like you don't get hit with one thing, it just keeps hitting you. And the thing is that like with some people, like some celebrities, maybe they'll like take a hiatus for a year and they'll come back the year after and then, you know, mess up again. But this guy just kept trying, and then year after year just slowly started going away.
Just falling off more and more.
Gone. Yeah, so Robin Thicke, thanks for messing up so we could mention you on the show. So number 3 would be Amanda Bynes. So a while back, she went on this like Twitter rampage. Basically, it's called the ugly Twitter rampage because she just went on a rampage calling everybody ugly, saying they were addicted to drugs and stuff. It was like super messed up. She messaged Miley Cyrus. She messaged the Obamas, and she even messaged Rihanna too. She even went as far to say something messed up, like saying that she's so ugly and so not talented that is the reason why Chris Brown allegedly had beat her. So like being a celebrity saying this to another celebrity out in the open on Twitter is just like stupid and totally messed up in my opinion.
Very not right. I guess you could say it's ugly behavior.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then moving on to number 2 would be this guy by the name of Ed Balls. All right, so this guy's a politician. Ed Balls. In 2011, Ed Balls was trying to Google his own name. Okay, seeing what was going to happen. We've all been there. We've all Googled our own names before. But this Ed Balls guy, instead of using Google, accidentally tweeted his own name. So it was Ed Balls tweeting Ed Balls, okay?
Ed Balls.
The fans on Twitter, they went nuts for this, okay? So they basically just made this unofficial holiday on April 28th called Ed Balls Day, because that was the day that he had messed up. But yeah, if you guys want to start celebrating every year on April 28th, Ed Balls Day, we'll be celebrating with you, man.
Oh, I'll 100% be celebrating Ed Balls Day. I'm a huge supporter in the balls.
A huge ball supporter. All right.
I'm a huge ball supporter, you know.
We'll move on to number 1. All right. So number 1 would be Kourtney Kardashian. All right. So obviously the number 1 spot goes to a Kardashian because it
was bound to happen.
No, it's bound to happen because if you're in the spotlight, you know, so much, they catch everything, right? So
if you're a Kardashian,
yeah, true. But yeah, so what Kourtney tried to do is basically the same thing as Mr. Ed tried to do here. She tried to Google if ants have dicks. She Googled, do ants have dicks? But instead of that, she posted it on Twitter instead of using Google. This was in 2010, so it was quite a bit ago. But still, regardless, very, very stupid. Our 2 last submissions, man, like Twitter and Google are 2 different apps. They also are not spelt the same way. So I don't know how you would accidentally go into Twitter when you mean to go to Google. You know what I mean? Like...
And like, what a bizarre thing to be tweeting too, you know, like, do ants have dicks? I wonder what was going through her mind to like wonder.
Honestly, she probably just hopes for the life of her that there's no semen on her picnic when she goes to eat. She has all the ants coming by. She's like, do they have dicks? I don't know. It was kind of grossing me out, you know?
I don't know if she ever got
you
her
could
answer.
Always,
so
I guarantee you that her the Twitterverse definitely gave her an answer for that. There's no way they let her just die.
They probably sent out definitions.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, that brings us to the end. I'd like to thank Autamatik for coming on the podcast with us, coming to hang out.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man.
No problem.
I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. On behalf of our guest, our co-host Buddah, and myself, don't forget, some people's dreams only come true on the top rope. Good night, everybody.